Hello, and welcome back to Rome Total Realism, Imperium Surrectum. The state of our legions in our conquest is, you could say it's in tatters right now. This, I believe, was the 3rd legion. It's currently on its way back to Rome, carving a path to the rebels left in Italy to be retrained. You can tell that its conquest haven't gone the best, because, you know, we're losing the land. However, we're no longer afraid of the Bowie attacking us, because we're now having them attack their own territory. We're still making money off Atria. These other two are too unhappy to hold, realistically. And this wouldn't be so bad, except that, like, always this entire stack spawned with a rebellion. Until that happened, I was thinking that rebelling just, like, changed city allegiance, but apparently there's a chance they get an army, and this army is quite problematic now. But once this is rebuilt, we'll be able to go back up and knock them out again. I do think, on the whole, the 3rd Legion is doing well in Cisalpine Gaul. It's just that I did not have enough troops to properly garrison this and continue my conquest. Additionally, I forgot that the Bowie have, like, 5 settlements up here. They're a split faction, and as a result, there was no way for me to actually kill them. Meanwhile, the conquest of Corsica and Sardinia by the rebuilt 1st Legion went incredibly. They're going to get disassembled a little bit. Right now, the faction leader has to stay here to keep Carolus happy, and I need 2 full units of incredibly well-upgraded veteran Principes to stay here as well. However, the rest of this army, the Elephants are going to rejoin with the 2nd Legion, heading down to reinforce. Actually, this is the 4th Legion heading down to Africa. The 2nd Legion is all the way over here. Their generals died. They're just scorched earth carving a path through Africa. But the 1st Legion is going to hand off some elephants to the 4th Legion to fight back, and then take everything else. Well, I suppose they're going to send these as well. And then take the rest of it back to Rome to be retrained, to eventually join up with Legion number 3 again, and really just actually conquer Cisalpine Gaul this time instead of making a bit of money and messing with them. And that's the state of things. In terms of our next Legion, we're just building a ton of these cheap spearman units right now, because we realized we need these as garrisons. We can't send out a Legion with no one to garrison the towns, otherwise we have to garrison them with Principes, and that doesn't work. Which is also why we're building Roman recruitment and a militia barracks here in Neapolis, so that we can actually do that without impeding our Legion construction anymore. And once all of these spearmen get built, rather than sending with the Legions, we're going to send them where Legions have been. Right now we have 1, 2, 3. We've got a solid half a stack of units that just can't be utilized right now, and it's really, really hurting both our economy and our military. As for this turn's pretty much already done, so let's see what happens when I press the button. Oh yeah, and Cone's terribly, terribly mad. I've got more spearmen coming up to garrison it from a city that's going to be happy enough without them, so it should be fine in the long run. Is that a full stack or a completely empty stack? I can't tell. Did they break the siege and restart it, or were they not already sieging? I'm a little bit confused here with the boy. I think those are empty stacks, because they look like the garrisons as well. Yeah, these are all empty stacks. The Insubris tribe looks really easy to conquer once I find the time for it. So what is order? Of course there is. It's just, Thugga doesn't matter. Salde, I don't even know where it is. Ancon's the only one that matters. You coming here should be able to fix it. Yes, we're good now. Repair the wall. Again, start sewers because we need Ancon to grow to get Marian reforms. Provided my information from Steam is correct. I don't know if it is. All right, this navy already has a completely full army. There's no room for anyone else. It's going to come down like this. This army really does want to split, which isn't possible presently. But I can walk next to you, take a boat off, put the elephants and the 2 basically fine Principes onto that boat. And now this army needs to go back to Rome to be retrained. This continues down to drop off a sack. This continues with it. I'm going to build a boat now. I think I actually built the boat already. I built the boat last turn. Here in Rome, we have some units that come down. Come a bit further, grab this guy off the coast. Come a bit further, grab this guy. That's 6 units of spearmen. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 settlements here. So we're probably gonna need more in the long run, but some of these are actually garrisoned better than a spearman unit. Like this one, theoretically, could be better. It's currently rebelling, so I guess it just needs the unit because it's overpopulated. I don't remember getting an announcement for that, but obviously I did and just messed up. I'm gonna swap the Principes down. That is enough to fix it, but I need to move somebody else back up. I'm gonna move the smallest unit. Well, now they're both pissed. I'm gonna move the spearmen here from Agrigentum to Enna. That lets me move this to here. That got you fixed. You're still pissed. They can't quite make it back, unfortunately. If this guy leaves Syracuse, how mad is Syracuse? Only a 59%. I'm willing to bet I can take a unit of Principes to Syracuse. They're good now. Juggle to here. They're good now. I thought you were okay. Shit. But we're so much better. All right, I was getting ahead of myself. We're so much better here now that we can afford to send this up. We've successfully juggled happiness in Syracuse yet again. This place is just a nightmare for public order this campaign. Okay, this legion's been moved. Not quite sure what this boat was supposed to be doing, but it'll come down, I guess.
Yes, Captain.
Oh, it can actually somehow reach all the way over here, so we'll do that. This broken army led by Captain Manius is going to try to use this spy to get into the city of Eol, I guess, this turn? Maybe next turn. It's not much. I'm probably better off fully disbanding this army. I hate to disband 4 Principes. I would much rather conquer this, conquer that, build a boat, and go home. But I'm not sure that gets to happen. So the only army actually making a move this turn will be the 3rd Legion, I believe, led by Publius Cornelius Scipio, who's going to need to take down this Italian rebel. We've got some spearmen. We've got nothing but General Scav and spearmen. If we had any range units, that would be tremendously to our benefit. But there are no archers available in Italy presently. I could pick up these spearmen and intentionally use them first to let them deplete. I don't think I need to do anything like that. Let's see what Auto Resolve does. I probably have to fight this myself because this looks surprisingly even according to this. Auto Resolve says 102 actually sounds fair. I'd expect to see about that. I'm going to exterminate you for happiness reasons. I can get a pretty small unit of Principes like that to be replaced eventually. And they can handle it because they've been exterminated. Good, good, good.
Orders.
Which means we can come back down to here, and I think we're like 1 turn. Oh, no, we can just barely get there. Wonderful. Good, that's what I wanted. That's perfect. You will not be keeping any of these production buildings. That is outrageous. You are not making units. Ever. Don't lie to me. We are going to repair stuff, drop a shrine to Saturn. I want another unit of spearmen coming out of Capua because they'll actually get where they're going in time. That won't happen with Rome, so they can stop building theirs because I don't have the money for the next legion currently. And since our diplomat died of old age, I guess we're just done. There's nothing else to do, right? It seems that way. Daga rebelled. This time they got to keep a unit. That's fine. You know, guys, I really don't think you're going to win. And I think it's a completely moot point, but I'll go ahead and play it at triple speed to make sure the Principes stay in the town square and inflict casualties. A nearly full unit of Principes with infinite morale in a town square should be able to do a lot of work before it dies against this army. I don't expect to do much here, but I expect to do more than like 100 casualties. And I think Auto Resolve would probably kill almost nothing, which is the reason I wanted to leave immediately. As the ladders are at the walls, I think it's time for you to run away. So they lost about 36 men just in the process of taking the walls of the city. The real question is how much work did the Principes do and whether or not they get surrounded immediately, or if these infinite morale, that's it. If these infinite morale skirmishers can hold the flank long enough for these guys to really do some work on the side. Man, they're going down pretty fast. Are they killing anything? Actually, yes, they're killing quite a lot. So yeah, that's about the 100 casualties I was looking to inflict, and we might be doing a lot more than that. And as you can see, the skirmish on the other side, yeah, they're dying horribly, but they're letting the Principes fight just that little bit longer. And obviously, this is completely hopeless. We were never going to even come close to winning. But it looks like we got around 100 casualties, which is exactly what we were expecting. Oh, my general's dead. Who could have foreseen that?
So many good Romans have died for no.
But yeah, 122, I'm happy with that. Hadrumetum is actually Hadrumetum. There's no N before that T. And they are furious to have been reconquered, apparently. Do you guys want a ceasefire? Because I didn't actually really want to be at war with you. Yeah, thanks. Sorry about that army of yours I killed. It's nothing personal. You're just sort of there, and I needed to raise something to the ground. If it makes you feel any better, I lost my general. It was stupid. Silent Besiege, Agent Found, Worthy Life Ends, Marcus the Morbid. Ooh, that's not great. You were already on low taxes, were you? Anyone got a spare? We do got a spare. Congratulations on your new job as the governor of Carthage. Apparently, it's a little bit cursed. Try not to worry about it. Thuga revolted, Saude revolted. They both got stacks. Hate to hear that. You're not gonna make it home, and I know you're not gonna make it home. But I'm gonna see if I can't get you to make it home. We're trying to get a boat right now. I don't think this city has a port, unfortunately. All right, this boat continues down. We get a guy from Capua. Hey, Neapolis, do you, like, actually need this guy? Because, I mean, you're not making what is it, 516 from a tax bracket. That's just not happening. And to that end, like, it's a little bit stressful to not have garrisons, so I feel like I could save a lot of money by turning all of these into foreign garrisons. For now, though, this boat has places to be. Space Sum got more than one guy? No, it looked like it did.
Aye, Captain.
We're gonna start working on fixing our garrison issues. This boat's the one in need of retraining. I don't know why it would route that way towards Rome. Rome is very explicitly not in that direction. Need to be a little bit careful how we move, because Carthaginian navies are still better than ours. However, we at least have 2 boats now, making it a bit safer. You are 14 whole archers, huh? Gonna be honest, I think you're basically completely useless, but maybe you can garrison a city and they'll be good with just you. Alright, let's figure out this last northern Italian settlement. Not too much. If we get something remotely decent, we take it. Because everything here can be retrained pretty much immediately. 66 deaths, that's honestly just good. Do I exterminate, enslave, or occupy? I exterminate. I need the happiness to be manageable. You almost lost a unit of Aquitates, but because you didn't, we're going to call it acceptable. Now, like I was saying earlier, we probably don't need every garrison we have, and this is a great example of that. We can just drop the garrison here a little bit, and you can walk back to Rome. Rome, if you could fix this, it would be pretty sick, because we need that army quite badly. Losing 2 units of Principes there does suck. I would have preferred to retrain them. We're going to move this up to Sarcina. You're not a fan of that information. We're going to move you over. You're on the border, so I'm not a fan of this information. There we go. You come up to Arretium, try to fix that soon, and you can drop your taxes to make up for it. The reason we did all this juggling is to get this Principe moving back towards Rome. Now, over here, we have places like Tarentum. They're not doing great on happiness in general. You are. I'm going to move you down, lower your tax rate. You're also doing pretty good on happiness, so we can afford to give up your garrison. We're going to need to give up more than that. That's fine. You're at normal, but I think that's still probably enough that I can get away with going to low. I don't even need to, actually. We're going to put you back on normal. Oh, there's already no garrison here. That's pretty good. You're on normal taxes, so we can afford to give up this guy as well. Didn't even have to lose anything. I've changed my mind. I'm doing this now. This seems like something I should be doing immediately as soon as possible. Because this is so many units that I just don't need to be paying for. I don't need these garrisons. That's very important. Now, moving the stuff over here where Epirus could attack me is a lot sketchier. But it also doesn't matter. I've got to do it. So we've got in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more spearmen in southern Italy. And I specify southern Italy. Well, let's make it 8 in southern Italy, I guess. Because all these ones in the northern half are also getting taken out. We need these for Cisalpine Gaul so that we can actually have our legions stick together this time. Capua, do you really need that? I rather doubt you do. Yeah. Come north from Histonium. You don't need that garrison. Stop being silly. Pasculum sends its Principe to Rome. I think one of these guys is able to move a little bit further. Yeah. Garrison that setting. So we have a couple more spearmen heading north from here. We'll wait to move this one, I guess. But yeah, we're going to mobilize all of these unnecessary garrisons because in Rome Total Realism, you don't actually just need a garrison in every city. They can get by on happiness without it, and that's crazy, and it's also important. Publius Cornelius Scipio is not the one I thought he was. Wait, he is. He just got back to Rome. And he's absolutely fucking incredible. One second, let's go to the family tree. Congratulations on your new status as heir. You're clearly better than my current heir. Make heir. That guy's just too competent at his job to not get the title. Also, man, these general units are just absolutely destroyed. We're going to immediately send this north with the intent of reinforcing shortly thereafter. Here, we're going to start making more Principes to join that army with. I'm going to queue up 2 more here and 2 more there. 1, 2, it looks like it's going to be 2 turns only. So I won't need these second 2 because of travel time. I think that's everything on the logistics front right now. I don't think there's anything else to do. I'm going to spy around here somewhere. Here he is.
Your Honor.
If you swing like up here, is anything crazy happening?
Moving.
I don't see like a huge boy army coming from the northeast, so that's good. And our money is not going to infrastructure because we don't have the money for that right now.
Your Honor.
Swing this way. Is there anything crazy coming from the south? Doesn't look like it. Elephants are in Hadrumentum. Probably want to keep Hadrumentum then. But I think we're done for the turn, so let's see what the interim holds for us. Gonna go ahead and fight this on the battle map again, same reason as last time. It looks like only one ladder made it to the wall and the ram burned down, so they're all coming in one unit at a time. They're gonna suffer some catastrophic casualties as a result of this. Fun fact, 67 plus 35 is 102, which is exactly one full unit of Principes. I'm confident we can wipe out this first unit. It's just a matter of how many units they can send in one at a time before I start encountering serious problems. Because it's very silly to watch this. I'm surprised at how little my guys are doing here. Is it because I haven't given an attack command? Oh yeah, giving the attack command made them substantially more effective for like a second. Victory is still almost certainty for these Gallic Heavy Spearmen, which is surprising to me. How good are these guys? 47 defense and 20 melee attack. God, the Celtic heavy stuff is disgustingly good, isn't it? So this is also just like another easy loss for us, unfortunately. We weren't really expecting to hold the town, but I was expecting to deal more than 100 casualties against the Celts, but I guess not. 81 casualties against 5 times our number. I can live with that. So there's the half stat, come back to play. All right, anything else that matters? Town grows, we don't have the money for that. Which one? Iridium. We continue consolidating for the next legions. I think this one moves out immediately though, is the thing. So what do we have here? We have 2 units of generals, 3 units of cavalry, and 4 units of Principes. It's not great, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna give them these Lucanian infantry as garrisons, even though that does slow down the momentum quite a lot for this first wave. It's still worth doing in my books. Or I can have someone come of age or an adoption, so it won't be a big deal if there's no general there. You're on your way. Speaking of on your way, there's that Carthaginian stack. Come drop this off here. Drop off the other part of the army next to them. So this is 2 Principes and 1 elephant. To me, that seems more valuable than whoever the worst 3 units of generals are. So now we have the most complete legion Rome has ever fielded arriving in the African theater. That's probably worth a lot. You can come down as a garrison force for the future. So just walk to here. You'll matter more later, probably.
Fleet ready.
We don't need these ships right now because there's nothing to ship back, I think. Yeah, all of this stuff is just a governor unit, nothing else. This army is not retreating. Condense that into 1 fleet. I am going to keep all the boats as I'm currently alarmed by Carthage. I'm not going to leave just yet. I imagine I'll be sending back at least 1 unit of Principes after this battle. So let's step forward and see if they retreat. They think they can take us. 1541 to 1541, exactly the same numbers, but we have the edge in troop quality, and I think that's a fair assessment. I don't think I want you guys coming with me, to be honest. I think I've got enough cavalry here. Let's look at everything else first. What's happening here? Did we ever lay a siege? You're running. You've got a siege. There is a full stack over there, huh? Okay. All right, auto-resolve. Do I have to do it? I don't have to do it. Thank you. Exterminate, destroy everything. Is there a port? There's a port. Build a boat. Everyone except for this horse, leave. We're getting on the port. We're leaving. We're going home. You can destroy the port next turn. And this unit of Principes is going to flee for its life, trying to get to that port, get on the boat, and go back to Rome to be retrained. We've managed to recover what's left of the 2nd Legion, which is 5 Principes and a few skirmishers we picked up back when we had a general to hire mercenaries with. All right, we have this boat coming down to Sicily right now, but we need to stop. We come here, we grab this guy, that guy, swing right, grab this man, that man, these men, come down. We have 16 Lucanian infantry. Yeah, I think we're gonna fix our garrison problems. We're gonna sweep through, shuffle all that, shuffle all this, come back to Rome, retrain it. There's the 5th Legion. Although at some point we're gonna have to do a recount and renaming of the legions because some of them aren't faring particularly well. Like when you ask where's the 2nd Legion and I tell you, oh, it's right here, it's on board a boat, because they all fit on 1 boat relatively easily. Or when you ask where's the 1st Legion and I have to think for a second before saying, no, that's the 4th Legion. The 3rd Legion's the one in Cisalpine Gaul. Oh, right, yeah, here's the 1st Legion. Wait, no, this is the one going to Cisalpine Gaul. Here it is, it's on this boat. It's those 3 guys. Yeah, see, the legions aren't doing great right now. Some of the earlier legions, Legions 1 and 2, got destroyed. So let's commit renaming now, right? This is the proper legion. This is the strongest, most complete legion I've ever fielded to this point in the campaign. Congratulations, Numerius Caesar, my general, no one special, but still great. You are now the leader of the First Legion. Officially done with all the previous legions. And congratulations to my new faction heir for being the leader of the Second Legion. This one's still a bit shit at the minute, but it'll get better and we'll field the Third Legion out of all the stuff that's currently being brought back to Rome with these ships. And there is no Fourth Legion. That doesn't exist anymore. The Fourth Legion, there aren't that many Principes, let's be real with ourselves. So, Legion 1 is now in Carthage, and Legion 1, I hear, has a very important fight on the horizon. What am I up against? A lot of Libyan light infantry. Not a great amount of cavalry. No general, what the fuck? Alright, let's tear them to bits. It might be very hard difficulty, but you forgot your morale at home. So, the plan for the elephants is very straightforward. They do not participate until the battle has been drawn out for a long period of time. Once the battle's been going for a hot second, then the elephants are going to end the battle. I think the way I want this situated is with my very weakest infantry in the middle and the strongest infantry on either side of them to protect this from ever going too badly. We want this fairly deep to maximize our infantry advantage. Guard mode. That's broad enough. I'm okay with that. The general gets the best cavalry in group 2 on the left wing. The rest of the cavalry forms the right wing. And all of our archers are on the backs of these elephants. That's fine, I guess. Where is Carthage? There they are. This took a while to pop in. All right, so they're over here. They're uphill from us. I could reposition for a while to get around onto this hill. I'm gonna do exactly that. It looks like they're coming to fight me immediately. Wait, what's happening? This is highly unusual for a defensive battle. Guys, go like that. You're running now. Draw up here. Stop where you were. Swing wide, but in front of the tree line. And everyone's allowed to run now. We're no longer doing the whole walking thing, because what unit is this? Missile Cav, which explains why you're so confident, but like... still, you're wrong. Alright, you lot, come up the hill. I want to get away from that tree line and swing wider on this cavalry. The elephants can come stand in the woods. Kind of hard to position them. I never really know where they're going to end up at the end of it. I feel like I'm so strong, I just don't have archers, and that's a very serious problem, because fights like this can get very awkward and rely on great execution. And I'd rather rely on unit quality. I don't want to rely on being good at the game. What's going on here? That's literally 2 guys. Okay, I have an idea. If I go first on the elephants, that'll draw the fire. When they go down, it's fine. They'll regenerate. Are these spearmen? They are. Back off in this direction.
We're being attacked!
Yep, the elephants are getting fucking destroyed. That was, to be fair, expected, but I'm relying on the whole unit regenerating thing that you can abuse the fuck out of in vanilla. It is hilarious how badly the elephants did, though. They're just all dead. Charge in here. Circle around the back on these other 2. And this is all just 1 unit of spearmen? That's not enough to withstand a charge of this magnitude. Hey, you lot. Run forward further. Your charge is done. Get out. We have 2 more over here. Position behind them. Well, this is just a goddamn clusterfuck on this side, isn't it? I think they're winning, but I can't quite tell. Charge here, charge there. Pull back. Where'd the rest of this cavalry get to? They're here. Pull left. Go back. Keep running them down. Distract them. That's just light cavalry, you're fine. Split here. Take that on. What are you fighting?
The gods who fill the heart of the enemy general.
Okay, that's good, because I had no idea which general was dead.
Flees the field like a coward. great gods be praised! The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home
Back off, I don't want you fighting that one-on-one. I don't want you fighting anything fairly, really. Libyan light infantry spearmen, back off a little bit. You guys go for those spearmen. You just keep running after those skirmishers, will catch them eventually. Hey, please tie those down real quick. Okay. You guys get working on running all that down. You go there, you go there. You work on rolling that out. Is this routing yet? Well, it will be once you get there. Guys, back off. You can go this way. You can run that down. You can hit that. Like, I'm running them down, but the fight's still allegedly happening. I'm not sure where exactly. I think it's just this unit. Alright, all that's left is this one unit calmly removing itself from the battle. It's the only reason we're still here, so we're just gonna wait for our general's cav to catch up to it and kill it. That's about right.
The army is in flux.
Guys, please run this down. I would like to go home. I'm pretty sure I don't even need to do this. I think we're well over 85%. So, how'd that go for them? We lost about 150 men, and they lost 1,500 men. 1 for 10. Seems pretty good. Now, there are two options that can happen with the elephants. Either they all regenerated, in which case, great, or they didn't all regenerate, in which case, they're cheaper now. Even better. Now, we're going to take this, and it looks like, just barely, we can put you back on the ship and have you go get rebuilt.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Then we're gonna do the same thing with our Principes. We have a unit of 20 Principes to get sent back as well. They're gonna have to wait a turn, unfortunately. That's fine. Get in the port, just be safer. Oh, did you not get in the boat? I thought I told you to get in the boat.
Leaving the army.
Why are you... Oh, that was in the boat. I clicked on the wrong thing somehow. You're going to start walking down to be a garrison in Hadrumentum, maybe. There's room for 2 more generals. The better ones are these 2. Okay, so we still have a completely full stack, absolutely not to be fucked with back in Africa. Apparently, before that battle, Numerius Caesar was not a confident commander. Well, congratulations. Are there mercenaries here? There are. I was considering going forward with the mercs, but the mercs are just an archer, so I could go forward with archers. It would be family member with an archer backup, and I think that's not super safe. I'll just wait for elephants next turn. It's fine. Oh, this guy was supposed to get on the boats. Well, I guess you're going north now. It looks like I messed up in that Corfinium riot. That's fine, though. We have more Principes coming back here. More Principes coming back there. This is just a garrison here to make sure that they can't be taken in one turn. Ancon no longer needs a garrison at 2, so we can split this up and be safer in the event of a siege. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how this is going. I think we want to build another Principe here. All right, I think that's everything handled. I have this sneaking suspicion I'm forgetting something, but I think I'm just not here to fight the war yet. Idle resources report. I mean, get back to me when I have money. That's how I feel about this. I wonder where that guy was going. I think that was just a random garrison guy. The spy movement is utterly unimportant here. Why'd Carthage get mad? I need to figure that part out. Hey, it's the Volcae, whoever they are.
Dear friend.
Let's try that again. I don't fucking care at all about you. If you give me trade rights, I won't ask for anything else.
Proposal.
That's fine. They're not going to take any more land from me. In fact, they never took land from me. That was their own lands. Coming of age, we have Octavius Ralla showing up with the faction leader. I need more generals, so I'm taking them even though I'm broke as hell. Eoi is having... Oh, yeah, I bet it is. Alright, we get on the boat. We cut this way. He gets on the boat. And we get away from shore so they can't see us anymore. Someday, you'll make it home and become real units. And I value these chevrons. That's the main reason I care about keeping that alive. Carthage, you're pissy. Why is that? It's because you have like a random teenager as your guy. Fair enough. Well, 14 archers make it better. Unsurprisingly, they did not. Let's just delete these 14 archers. I consider them completely and utterly fucking useless. Are you a better governor? No, you're barely even a general, much less a governor. We have an influence 7 dude here in Titus Sophus. We're gonna have to swap that out. Why is that not better? Oh, because it's having the one who's making more money run the place. Yeah, that's the issue. No, thank you.
Onward.
Okay, so now Carthage is okay.
Imperator.
We're gonna start this by knocking out
Prepare for
Hadrumentum.
battle. Besieging settlement,
Why
sir.
can't I assault?
Besieging settlement, sir. Imperator. Sir.
I have elephants. Can elephants not break down stone walls? That's my only guess. I don't like this information.
Besieging
I thought they could break down the
sir.
gates on anything. Maybe that was changed in RTR, or maybe something's gone wrong with my elephants. I don't know which.
Imperator.
This guy's gonna come down as well, strictly so that he can govern the city once they're done. You get in the boats. This is a fairly large fleet, right?
Fleet ready.
I'm gonna bring this left
Yes,
instead of where you would think I'd bring it, so that we can join all this up
Ready to
together.
sail.
Meanwhile, we come down here,
Yes, Captain.
and we start fixing the issue. We send you here,
Ready to sail. Sir.
we send you there,
Fleet ready. General.
we start moving you,
Sir.
we take this Principe back,
Aye.
we take that Principe back.
Aye, aye, Captain. General.
Syracuse is rioting. Jesus fucking Christ, Syracuse, get your shit together.
Imperator.
It's a just public order nightmare down here. Everyone's cool now. We're good. Let me just open buildings real quick. Is anyone else in the red? Is anyone else just going crazy? No one that matters. We're gonna move the fleet around to here.
Imperator. Sir.
And next turn we can take these guys. Oh, these guys are just getting deleted. Fair enough. Anyways, that's it for this turn with the fleet movements. We've started the siege here.
Aye,
Both
Captain.
those fleets have moved.
Ready to sail.
You can finally drop off at Rome.
Off the boats.
We can make it to Rome,
General.
which means this Principe is a little bit late. That's not even a Principe, that's just a guy. That's the Principe I thought I was clicking on. We're going to recruit a Lucanian infantry here as well. And one for Rome. Although that one's happening next turn. So no reason to queue it up now. And we're out of money. Shit. Let's just go have this fight. Ah, damn. I was looking to deplete my unit size a little bit so that I can pay less next turn, but I guess that's not happening. I'm going to move up to the woods and hide on this Lucanian infantry. That way they can come be a garrison sooner rather than later. I don't think anyone else is moving north. When this finishes, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Imperator. Imperator.
7, 8 Principes and 2 Equites and a general. That's a solid half stack. And if you look up here, we have a half stack. That'll be a proper 3rd Legion when they combine. But for now, I'm just working on reinforcing it and forming that 3rd Legion. 1st Legion's here. Who the fuck is 2nd Legion again? I think this is 2nd Legion. There is no 3rd Legion. Yeah, it's just this guy and the Elephant Army. 3rd Legion is a pipe dream made up of garrison units. If I can't retrain these 2 units, I have a serious issue. I need money. And I don't know where I can pull it from. I've cranked the taxes everywhere as high as they go. We're only at positive 1,600 this turn. What I can do is, instead of retraining any of that, just make the 1 unit of Principes. We're not training that Lucanian infantry. That would be madness right now. We don't have the money for it.
Sir.
And this is still not going to let us retrain everything next turn, but it avoids the crippling economic cost it would incur if we did retrain everything next turn. For now, sadly, this is the best we can do, and it's time to hit end turn. Not happy about it. They're not really idle. We just can't make use of those resources. I am unsurprised to see that Eol is not going to survive long, but thank you for the reminder to destroy their port. Oh, they have elephants. I guess I won't be destroying their port then. I don't think I'm going to get very much done with 14 Javelin Cav in a siege defense. I think that might just be a lost cause. The good news is they just seem to have stayed at Eol and not actually moved the stack after taking the city. Oh, they thought they could take us with their light infantry clone army. They're gonna find out just how sorely fucking mistaken they were. Alright, let's see what you have, Gaul. Well, I guess they're not Gaul anymore, are they? We have massive cavalry superiority, roughly the same amount of infantry. They don't stand a chance. Oh, also, just real quick, what are your stats on the one type of unit you have? 31 defense, 16 melee attack? Still surprisingly good, but nowhere near as good as Principes. Did these guys have missiles of any kind? They do. They'll still lose in that part of the fight, but it means I don't want to let my cavalry have to fight the whole thing themselves. I'm gonna have this charge here. Switch that over to Command Group 3 since it's switching sides. Pull that forward and more diagonal. And as this charge gets close, I'm gonna charge here as well. You guys just pull back. Be ready to participate somewhere later. Yeah, that's gonna suck for you. That's 56 dead.
Unleash hell!
I hear light infantry and I just think great targets for cavalry. Is that true? They're shaken, wavering,
The
enemy general
is running
routing.
away. This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it's beyond
Pull back
belief.
entirely.
Infantry!
Wait, don't pull back entirely. What am I talking about? We're out that unit. Alright, you guys are good to reform for the next bit of the fight. All of this can form up at the top of the hill.
Unit!
Welcome everyone to Group 3. Oh, there's just one guy there? Yeah, no, you have essentially fully surrounded him. So let's deal with that. Yeah, this feels like cleanup already.
Attack quickly! Destroy!
Try not to take a second volley from that. Guys, come here. As for the rest of this, attack there. You can handle it. Attack there. You can handle it. Attack there. You can handle it. I've messed up one of the queues, apparently. But the point is, we're running them down. The fight's over.
This is
So, how'd that go for you, the boy? You lost 860 men and I lost 60 men. Seems like a bad rate. There was rioting in a place that got conquered. I don't think I mind. So I hear there's a guy here. You're not gonna make me do it, are you? Good, thank you.
Victory!
Andrew Mentum, you've been a happiness problem for me. Get exterminated again. Everyone in this settlement is going to leave this settlement.
March! Imperium!
Congratulations on being the new governor.
Onward!
They hate you. Sorry about that. Repair these happiness buildings. Doesn't look like there's anything I need to destroy from Carthage that they built while they had the city again.
Imperator!
Hey, Spy, where were those settlements again? Thugga and Bulla kind of suck, though. I'd rather start with the one down here, since I haven't destroyed it in its entirety, but it's also further away. So Thugga it is.
Prepare for battle!
And this one we can assault immediately. Looks like an auto-resolve to me. But is it? 24 casualties, that's fine by me.
Victory!
Exterminate them again. Push back.
Prepare for battle!
Oh, you can't reach them. Are there mercs? There are. There's more elephants. I don't know that I want more elephants.
Imperator!
I'm in an awkward spot here because I can't garrison the city. Because I can't hire the mercs. I guess I don't care about the city is the point to make, though, isn't it? Like, they can just have it back. It's not a big deal. In fact, I'll crank the tax rate to very high for a turn. Now, over here, this boat keeps heading east,
Captain! Fleet ready!
and this boat keeps heading west to reinforce them.
Yes, Captain!
And eventually we'll regroup together and go work on a legion. And in that exact same vein,
Imperator!
garrison this town, take these expensive mercenaries that were already here, draining our resources, and just get rid of them.
Fleet ready!
We come further down the coast, we put a dude inside that city,
Orders!
we take the Principes, we disband the other guys,
Fleet ready!
come down to the next city.
Imperator!
Here's the proper garrison. What did you have? You had Principes? Give those back.
Yes, Captain! Fleet ready!
Look at this, it's slowly becoming a real army. The plan's working.
Set
We keep
sail!
circling around, replacing everything. How's Edna? It's already correct. Good. Did you even need this unit anymore? It doesn't look like you did. No.
Ready to sail!
We're gonna circle through these three. These are all just governors, but I might be able to get away without having governors if I have other things. Some of this is fully ungarrisoned.
Daryl!
Some of it could be fully ungarrisoned. Because, like, just set the tax rate to normal and get rid of this Principe, right? This one will need a garrison. You should not be there. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna get a lot more troops, get rid of some more garrisons. I should know how many I need before I get here so I can drop everything else off in Carthage. I need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 7, and I can drop off everything that's left in Carthage after that, or before that, rather. And I take this general, and I take this land back. Again? Come on, dude.
Engage the enemy! Prepare for battle! Victory!
Build some
Engaging
ladders.
the settlement, sir! Besieging,
Let this
sir.
guy come forward so he can join up with the army and become a garrison unit. All of this looks right.
Imperator.
You're definitely supposed to be joining the armies here. If you exist, that's where you're going. We have 7,000 gold. Repairing all of this is more than I can afford. So build a Principe and sit on it. And I think that's it for the turn. Just the Cisalpine Legion and the African Legion, nothing else. So, Legions 1 and 2 are done. Everything's being handled in terms of infrastructure. Idle resources are idle because I have no money. It might look like I have money, but that's a trick. It looks like they want to rebuild good relations with me after my completely random war on them, so sure, why not? And it also looks like we have a lot of fighting to do in the African theater. I'm going to save this until the end of the turn, and we're going to start next episode with that. Coming of age, but where? Perfect. Don't care about anything else that was happening there, because the big thing here is with 10,000 gold in the treasury, we can rebuild the Legion. This is all going north to regroup with the 2nd Legion, get it to the same level as the 1st Legion, and then, finally, we'll have 2 full-strength Legions that the AI can't actually stop, and not this, like, broken, haphazard, slapdash bullshit that we've been doing. Do I want to switch here? What is a garrison worth in this city? A lot, but maybe not enough. Oh, nowhere near enough. They needed him. Get back on the boats. Come back down. I didn't mean to get them all off. You're the most tired of the lot, though, so you can join there. Did they need you? No, they did not. Back on the boat. And further down. Next time, we're going to pick up 2 Principes and a general. This guy's out of the way and unnecessary, isn't he? That goes down to low, and they're barely okay. But that's fine. Barely okay is still okay. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. So we can only really drop 1 off at Carthage, meaning that's not even worth doing. We're just going to take this back to Rome with any excess we have. This spearman gets to regroup with the army. We attack here, and we check if auto-resolve works. 36 casualties is on the barely acceptable side of acceptable. You stay behind. Now the real question is, do I want to go for this, or do I want to go for a better city? I'm going to go here. I want to completely push the boy out of this section. Stop it. I've got the movement left. I'm wiping you out. I can probably auto this, right? 60? 60's on the pretty high end for what could possibly have happened there, but I'll accept it because I don't want to fight it. And we maintain siege here to kill this. Then we're going to push down through here and into their last settlement over here. Arpy is having a bad time. Let's do a quick check and make sure no one else is either. Tarentum's also having a bad time. The whole no garrison thing has people alarmed. And Thugga doesn't count. Although Thugga might actually be holdable. So let's take a look at what it could be. It's not holdable. Not even a little bit. Enjoy your very high tax rate, idiots. And for now, I think I'm done. Next time... Oh, wait, not quite. Let's get these boats handled. These fleets can finally recombine. The Admiral really doesn't want to switch fleets. It's very dumb. I hate that that happens. But I guess, like, you're on your own now, boat. Which means you're dead to me, since you refused to join the other fleet. But now we have this massive stack going back to be retrained. You're just not worth anything to me. You're never going to be able to garrison anything. Can I disband units at sea? Of course you can. Put them over the plank. I'm not paying them. Fine, I guess. But this is a substantial amount of a legion. This is 6 Principes and an Equites. That's very solid. And I think there's nothing left to do other than fight in the African theater of war, and I'm good to not do that just now. We have 2 fairly large battles coming up back to back. I'm not really worried about them. This army is very high quality, but I do have to get through them, and I'm not ready to do that just now. So I'll call it for today. I've been rather incoherent. I'm having a blast with Rome Total Realism, Imperium Surrectum. Hope you've been enjoying watching it. Big shout out to the mod creators for making such an awesome mod. And one last thank you to my one and only Patreon supporter, Jeffrey B. I'll see all of you in the next one.